ਜਿੰਨੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਉਹਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਿਹਰਾ ਮੋਦੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ।
Hello and a warm welcome to our election campaign trail. We are in Punjab, the state which goes to polls in the last phase, that is May 19th. The state is headed for a multi-cornered contest between Shiromani Akali Dal in alliance with BJP, Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. Remember, BJP is a smaller player in the state, but the million-dollar question is that can Akali Dal make a comeback amidst the failed promises of the Amrinder Singh government? Let's find out on a campaign trail with Sukhbir Badal. Sukhbir, welcome on Rajya Sabha television. My first question to you is that how is 2019 elections different from what it was in 2014 for you and your party?
See, 2014 was the first time Prime Minister Modi was in the fray. People had not known him. Now they have known him and seen his performance.
Okay.
And they have seen the difference of him as a Prime Minister compared to the other Prime Ministers.
Okay.
So that makes a difference. People now judge him from his performance.
Okay. How do the prospects look like in Punjab? Because Punjab has 13 seats, out of which 8 went to Shiromani Akali Dal in 2014, and the other seats went to Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. A lot of things have happened in the last 5 years as far as Punjab is concerned. There was another election, state assembly elections happened where Congress came to power. So what are the kind of changes which you actually see as far as the political scene is
concerned? At this moment, there's a very strong anti-incumbency against the present incumbent Chief Minister, Captain Amrinder Singh.
Okay.
He's not been visible for the last 2.5 years.
Okay.
This is the first Chief Minister of a state who has never been seen.
Okay.
He doesn't leave the house. There's not a brick which has been added to the state of Punjab. No development. Infrastructure is cracking. The facilities which we gave to poor and everything is cancelled, all of them.
Okay.
So there's a strong resentment. So that is going to have a major blow to the Congress.
But the kind of things which Congress had promised in the manifesto, like jobs at every doorstep, pension, then
nothing.
loan waivers, has it not worked at all?
Not working, not done anything.
Okay.
And worst is, he swore by God. I've never seen a politician picking up a holy book, touching it and swearing in public that he will fulfill the promise. He's the first Chief Minister, or maybe the first political person in the world who has taken a holy book and sworn that I will do it. And because of that, people believed in him. Okay, that guy's swearing on God.
Is that not a sacrilege?
It is the biggest sacrilege, I'm telling you. That you swear on God and then you completely forget about it. So this is what has caused the feeling of hatred among the people.
But Mr. Badal, if you say that there is a strong anti-incumbency and there is resentment against the Amrinder Singh government, then why is there a perception in Punjab that Congress looks very comfortable? In fact, of all the states where Congress is the most comfortable in Punjab. Why is that perception?
That is when the results will come out. They will realize that this is just perception. What perception they got is that they got 80 seats and Akali Dal got only 15 seats. How much can they recover? You know, psychologically, if you look at, but doesn't mean, if you look at the vote share, in the last election, Congress was 37%, we were 31%.
Right.
So the difference of we get 5% more and they got 5% down, you see that things changing. 5% is nothing.
How does Akali Dal convince the people on the ground to just convert that vote difference into actual votes, for the Shiromani Akali Dal?
Because performance.
Okay.
People have realized the difference between a competent Chief Minister and incompetent Chief Minister. Do you see all these roads, infrastructure, all this has been built now? In the Akali government, we made power surplus, 4-lane highways, we have made airports, we've been changed the life of people in the towns. A huge investment in infrastructure, which people realize now that nothing has happened 2.5 years. That is when the comparison takes place. People have a clear choice.
But why, Mr. Badal, that there are people, like the splinter groups which have emerged, like the people from the Shiromani Akali Dal, which joined another group called Shiromani Akali Dal Taksali. Is that going to have an impact?
Why didn't they fight elections? If they were splinter groups, they were strong, they should have fought elections. If they don't have the guts to fight elections, you know what type of people they are.
But it's, the word is doing the rounds that, these splinter groups, maybe of Aam Aadmi Party, they have also formed a splinter group. Your party also has formed a splinter group. Do you see any impact of these splinter groups in this election at all?
Actually, the best part of this election is going to be that all these these irritants, splinter groups will be wiped out after this election.
So who is the main enemy for Shiromani Akali Dal?
Congress.
Okay. And what are you promising to the people? I mean, there are so many issues. If you talk about the national scene, there are many issues which are doing the rounds.
See what happens, we need a strong Prime Minister. Ours is a border state.
Right.
If anything happens, the brunt comes on us. The war takes place between India and Pakistan. People of Tamil Nadu are not going to get affected at all. People of Madhya Pradesh don't care. The bombs will fall here. So if we have a weak Prime Minister, we had weak Prime Ministers during Congress governments, terrorism came to Punjab. If you have a strong Prime Minister, it will keep the borders safe.
But is Amrinder Singh government, or rather Amrinder Singh per se, is not trying to blunt the narrative of nationalism and the internal security by saying that, look, he was also in the army and he knows, and he's giving all the credit to the army. So is that not blunting the narrative in any way?
Amrinder Singh was in the army for 1 year.
Okay.
You join army for 1 year, you become a ex-armyman. As a ruler of as a royal family, you go for 1 year. There's all royals, whether it's the British royals or they go to army for 1 year training. You don't come an ex-armyman.
So is Balakot airstrikes an issue for Punjab?
Yes, because what happens is it clearly shows that we have a strong Prime Minister who will protect our borders.
But across the newspapers, when you read and the kind of reports which are coming up, it's all there that, Balakot is not an issue at all in the Punjab elections. Why so?
You know, what happens is, it's in the mind of everyone's people.
Okay.
You may not be speaking it out, but it's the mind. What is the choice between people of India? Modi versus what as a Prime Minister? Do they have a choice? Do they have a name?
Talking to you about the future of Akali Dal, I mean, there is a feeling that Akali Dal is losing its sheen as time is passing by. I could be wrong, you can correct me. But what is the reason? 10 years, of course, your party ruled. There was a strong anti-incumbency. The party was voted out. But to rebound and, win the hearts of the people again, how far would you go and what would you actually do?
Which party doesn't lose? You look at the last 20 years, or 20 years, 15 years, the Akali Dal has been ruling. So 5 years we don't get, doesn't mean we are wiped out. And that also, when you wiped out, we have 31% vote share and there's 37.
Mr. Badal, is it true that some analysts here in Punjab also feel that, the Akalis have somewhat got alienated with the Sikhs? How far is that?
How can you see, when you got 31% vote share and Congress has got 37%, and when we were in the peak of the timings, we were 42%. Difference of 10%. And you can't say alienated from the Sikhs. It is just, these are typical drawing room talks. And suddenly, if you win seats, they'll say, the same media will say, Kalis are back. Congress is finished. So this is what the stories keep on taking place.
But when in 2014, these sacrilege attacks happened and this entire politics of sacrilege started emerging. We saw in 2014, the Guru Granth Sahib, the beer was burned. Then we had some firing incidents in which your government came under the dock when you were there in power. Now, does that incident still weigh heavily on the minds of the voters?
See, people, what happens is, it weighed during the last elections because they made it issues.
Okay.
We are not the type of people who take advantage of sacrilege. Congress, who's done the biggest sacrilege? Is Congress. They sent tanks to the Golden Temple and blasted the Akal Takht. You can't go beyond that. They have burned 1,000 Gurdwaras, Congress agents. How can you compare that with this thing? Yesterday, sacrilege took place in Malerkotla. Guru Granth Sahib was burnt. There were 80 cases of sacrilege in the last 2.5 years in captain's rule. Did we make it a political issue? Because we don't believe in making Guru sacrilege as a political issue. Because Congress has no comms. For them, they don't their captain can swear on gurus and lie about it. We don't have the guts to do that.
But the first commission which was formed in your time, that completely absolved Akali Dal, and then Amrinder Singh came to power and he formed another commission, the Ranjit Singh Commission, and they said that the entire blame, they blamed your party basically.
No, you read the report. Not a single word. Not a single word that Prakash Singh Badal or we are involved. Not a single word.
But when you roam around the streets, like I was talking to a lot of people in Firozpur, and they said that there's some kind of an impact on the popularity of Shiromani Akali Dal as to what happened in Bargadi and
that
Faridkot.
What happens is they made it such a big issue that now people are realizing the difference. People have realized that this is all political propaganda. Just look at it. Rahul Gandhi is going to Bargadi today.
Right.
Gandhi family, which attacked Golden Temple, they are going to condemn exactly. They should condemn what they've done in their life.
There are a lot of protests also which are happening, as to what happened in Bargadi and this entire politics of
These
sacrilege.
are all Congress A, B, C, T teams.
Okay.
So they are losing their sheen. Have you ever heard of Congress discussing what they did in 2.5 years here? They never discuss. They want to continue with that, so that the attention of the people gets taken on that side.
When I listen to you, like for the last almost 7-8 minutes I'm talking to you, you talk about Modi, of course Prime Minister Modi as the biggest leader, and you say Modi versus whom. But Amrinder Singh is trying to make this entire electoral battle as Singh versus Badal. So what do you really have to say on this?
Amrinder Singh?
Yes.
Amrinder Singh is nobody.
He feels that it's better if you keep it as a battle between Singh and Badal.
He can keep any battle. This is his last tenure as Chief Minister. And do you know something? The longer he stays Chief Minister, the better for us. Because he's going to finish the party completely. Last time he was Chief Minister, we stayed in power for 10 years. This time he's in Chief Minister, I think we'll stay in power for 20 years.
We are right now in Firozpur, and let's find out from the people here on the ground as to what the mood of the people is. आप यहाँ के रहने वाले हैं सर, मुझे ये बताइए कि जो चुनाव में मुख्य मुद्दे हैं वो यहाँ पर क्या है?
यहाँ तो अभी कोई रैली नहीं देखी मैंने कोई रैली नहीं सुनी है किसी ने क्या मुद्दा उठाया पर लोकल।
अच्छा, कोई लोकल मुद्दा आपके हिसाब से नहीं उठाया गया?
कोई मुद्दा नहीं उठाया।
अच्छा, आप बताइए क्या मुद्दे हैं आपके हिसाब से?
इधर का ये है कि कोई रैली तो वादू हो रही है, बहुत हो रही है। सुखबीर सिंह बादल भी आए, सबको लाए, लेकिन अभी तक किसी आम जनता परेशान, आम पब्लिक को परेशानियां हैं।
क्या परेशानियां हैं आम पब्लिक?
यही परेशानी है कि जिनकी कोई सुनवाई नहीं होती है। बड़े लोग बड़े से मिल लेते, गरीबों की कोई सुनता ही नहीं है। कोई भी पार्टी हो गरीबों को नहीं सुनता कोई।
गरीबों की नहीं सुनता आप कह रहे हो? अच्छा, आपके हिसाब से क्या मुद्दा है चुनाव में?
कुछ नहीं जी, सानू सरकार कुछ नहीं देंदी की, कोई कुछ नहीं। भला कोई भी बन जाए या बीजेपी बन जाए या सरकार कोई भी बन जाए, सानू गरीबों को कोई सहूलत नहीं है। सानू
मैं ये जानना चाह रही हूँ कि मोदी फैक्टर पंजाब के चुनाव में कितना बड़ा फैक्टर है?
देखिए, इट्स नॉट अ स्टेट इलेक्शन, इट्स ए कंट्री इलेक्शन, इट्स नॉट अ स्टेट मुद्दा, बट बेरोजगारी इज ए मेन मुद्दा। जो यूथ हैं बाहर जा रहे हैं, nobody thinks about the youths. It's a main one.
What about the issues of drugs? No party is raising the issue of drugs this time.
It is continuing. As previously, it is also continuing.
सर, आपका क्या कहना है? आपके हिसाब से मेन मुद्दा चुनाव का क्या है और क्या पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज मेन मुद्दों को उठा रही है?
मेन मुद्दों को कोई भी नहीं उठा रही है।
आपके हिसाब से मेन मुद्दा क्या है?
डेवलपमेंट है वगैरह, उसके बारे में कोई बात नहीं कर रहा।
3 कॉर्नर फाइट अगर जो दिखती है उसमें बीजेपी शिरोमणि अकाली दल इन अलायंस विद बीजेपी, कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी है, तो आम आदमी पार्टी को कहाँ देखते हैं?
है ही नहीं वो आम आदमी पार्टी जहाँ पे है ही नहीं।
अमरिंदर सिंह की सरकार को 2 साल हो चुके हैं स्टेट में, क्या फायदा आपको दिख रहा है? उन्होंने क्या गवर्नेंस के नाम पर उन्होंने क्या किया?
कोई फायदा नहीं।
अमरिंदर सिंह की सरकार ने पब्लिक के नाम पर जो भी चीजें बोली थी, लोग कह रहे कि उन्होंने वो प्रॉमिसेस अपनी फुलफिल नहीं की, जो उन्होंने वायदा किया था वो पूरा नहीं किया।
नहीं, वादा तो पूरा नहीं हुआ।
हाँ,
आज
बोलिए।
नौकरी है और जो भी है सरकारी नौकरी देनी, टैक्स वगैरह, ये कंट्रोल तो नहीं हुआ।
अच्छा, उन्होंने जैसे बोला था कि नौकरियां देंगे, लोगों को पेंशन देंगे, और वो सारी चीजें कोई भी नहीं हुई है।
नहीं, पेंशन का तो हुआ है, बाकी और तो नहीं हुए जो भी बात है।
Congress feels that Amrinder Singh is handling the state elections very well, and he handled the state elections very well, and at least politically Congress has grown during his tenure.
Okay. Are you aware of the fact then that when did he start campaigning for this parliament elections? How many days back? 3 days back. He never came out of the house. Here also he goes to one rally or two rally, he doesn't go. You run the battle. He is a general. Where there's a, you know something? In Punjab, there are two generals. One is I am the general of the Akali Dal, and he is the general of Congress. I am fighting from the front. He is making the army fight from the front. So he lets the army face the bullets. If they survive, then he runs away. I am taking the bullets head on. That's the difference.
But as far as political growth is concerned, of course, many people say, and in fact, there is a perception, as you're also saying, that on the governance front, Amrinder Singh government has failed miserably. But politically, has Congress not grown with so many MLAs now in
Their
the
MLAs,
state?
their number of MLAs has become a biggest liabilities.
Okay.
Because they are into now liquor mafia. They are into sand. They think that this is the last tenure. Let us grab as much money as possible. You should hear today. You should have listened to people like the MLA from Firozpur, how he has become a biggest mafia.
Okay.
So, they are desperately into grabbing money.
But as far as the issue of drug abuse is concerned, Amrinder Singh mentioned in his manifesto that within a month, within 4 weeks, he's going to completely wipe out the drug problem.
So what has
for
happened?
which they had kept on blaming you. So, but nothing has happened.
So that's exactly you're giving answers to your own questions.
But why is drug issue not a very potent issue this election? Because I don't see
Because-
Aam Aadmi Party talking about it, neither
because-
Congress nor SAD.
Because Aam Aadmi Party, Congress, and all of them use drug against us. Putting the drug issue against us, they defamed the youth of Punjab. Drugs here are less than even Haryana, Maharashtra, Goa, Delhi, everywhere in the country. But these people, just to win votes, they want to defame us. But in return, they defamed the youth of the state.
But also one report of All India Medical Institute says that, Punjab is amongst the top 5 states which is miserably into substance abuse. So,
Substance abuse, when they take into account, they take even liquor.
okay.
They take into alcohol also. We are
So you
much,
feel that the problem is not that rampant as it
I'll
has
give
been
you
made
example.
out to
I'll
be.
give you example. I did a recruitment in police. So where say about 22 years old take part in the recruitment. We got 5 lakh applications.
Okay.
Then I decided, I said, let me do a drug test on all of them.
Okay.
We did a drug test on all of them. I invited all media. I said, you keep on blaming Punjab. Now in front of you, we got USD approved drug kit from US. Less than 1% of people were found in drugs.
So why are you not talking about it? It's a very positive aspect.
I have talked so many times, the media doesn't want to listen. If I talk positive, you're not going to show that in your TV. If you want to see everything negative, what is today's media? Actually, media itself has become an enemy of the nation. If you may talk about freedom of media, but it's not freedom of media is being misused. Like if one rape happens in India, you'll make it as if every girl
Right.
in the world is being raped, and outside when somebody flies into India, everyone is scared.
But sir, when you're going in your rallies, are you talking about this aspect that it was just 1% who was tested positive?
I tell you something. I called every media, and I said, "Here's your test. In front of you, every media used to, all districts, the media was in front. Everyone used to go in front of the test used to take place. Clear, yes, no, everything coming. Not a second news in the paper next year. Because it doesn't suit them. If they have been saying drug, now in what face are they going to say this thing? I called out even the national Arnav Goswami. I said, you keep on talking about drugs. Please send your team and check now to do it.
Now, in the hindsight now, when you look at the whole scenario of drug abuse in Punjab, of course, political parties raked up the issue to defame your party and whatever explanations they have been giving so far. But the Bollywood film Udta Punjab also did a lot of harm.
Because that is exactly what I'm saying. People are, what are people? For them, they don't care about. If I want, I could rake up the same thing issue now. I can say that youth are more in drugs than Captain Amrinder Singh's time. Now, and the drugs, and actually you can see, I'll make people talk about it. I don't want to defame the youth of Punjab. You know, if I start doing this, I can go beyond that, but for me, it's my kids. How can I defame in front of the world? You know, they made Punjab as a drug center of the country. It's all because of media and Congress. They don't realize that you're defaming the generations of youth of our state.
So, as far as your image in the state is concerned, you were seen as someone very progressive, someone who went beyond the orthodox line and you rebuild the party. But is there a certain kind of resentment as far as the elder Akalis are concerned? Is there a certain kind of distance between the younger and the older generation of the Akalis?
There's no difference. There were 2-3 of them who have already crossed their age limits.
Okay.
They're already 80, 85. The problem there was, they given their charge to the sons.
Okay.
The sons were very incompetent. So I didn't want to give them the tickets because you can't. The son is, there are some politicians whose sons are competent. Some are incompetent. They've lost all the elections. They've got a very bad reputation. So that is why those 3 people left. And if they had so much property, why didn't they fight elections?
Because there were reports in the media saying that Akalis have, there is a lot of gap between the way the older generation thinks and the younger generation thinks.
No, if you look at it, we have a very good system where all of us, our core committee sits and take decisions. Every decision is taken by a core committee of the party. So there's nothing of that sort.
But Akalis were, the Shiromani Akali Dal was supposed to be a pan-thick party. Now do you see any change in that? As far as the goals, the objectives, the milestones are concerned?
Nothing.
Okay. Taking you back to again what happened in Bargadi. I was talking to a few people here on the ground and they said that, in which a lot of people were from the Congress and it was like a mixed crowd to which I was talking to. And they said that for Akalis, Bargadi is the same as what Operation Blue Star was for Congress. So
you can't compare.
Can you really
How can you compare Operation Blue Star? There you're attacking the Darbar Sahib with the government ordering it.
Okay.
Here anybody, miscreants have burnt Guru Granth Sahib. How can you compare this? It's not a government operation. This is the government operation.
So you clearly say that it was a conspiracy to actually dethrone you and to defame the Akalis.
It is 80 cases of sacrilege have taken place since 2.5 years. We have not made an issue. I could have also stopped the roads.
Okay.
I could have also done that. But for me, using Guru Sahib for such petty politics, I don't believe in it. I spoke yesterday on the stage of Prime Minister that if I want, yesterday the Guru Granth Sahib was burnt in Malerkotla. I said I could have done it, but no. I don't want to go to that low level.
Talking to you about Shiromani Akali Dal's relationship with BJP. BJP got 3 seats last time and the rest of the seats went to your party. You've got a very stable partner in BJP, but many times, there have been reports that probably it's time for you to segregate your ties with BJP, but you've never thought like that.
BJP and Akali alliance is very good for the nation.
Okay.
And for the state of Punjab. It brings in peace, prosperity and communal harmony.
Okay.
Because then all the radical forces are neutralized because of other relationships.
Okay.
You'll never hear of a riot or any interreligious conflicts in Punjab even during the militancy days.
Okay.
That is important thing.
So, what about the Modi magic in 2019, according to you?
I think it'll sweep.
Okay. So, how many seats you give?
I think
To
we
the
should,
alliance in
we
Punjab.
should be around 10.
Okay. And Aam Aadmi, according to you, is
Wiped
not
out.
a force
No,
at
wiped
all.
out completely.
But why do you say so?
Because you know something, it's a one-time wonder.
Okay.
They just came and gone.
No, but many times it has happened that when you underestimate a party and they really become the dark horse.
No, that is only if they have some steam. If they have no steam, then they can't be a dark horse.
Which are the seats you're actually banking on in Punjab, which really look very positive for you?
I don't want to name those seats at the moment on media,
Okay.
but you'll see the results.
Okay. So, one biggest issue, according to you, the way the national narrative is being built up, and what the opposition keeps saying that the present government probably has not done anything. Would you agree, really?
Which present state government?
The state government you've said is not performing, but on the national front, the opposition has been harping on the fact that there's not
think-
much which BJP government has
I
done.
think what Prime Minister Modi has taken the nation to a level and taken such bold decisions. I've never seen any Prime Minister till date take a decision.
But this entire exercise of the Grand Alliance and how the leaders are meeting, like we saw KCR going and meeting leaders, do you see any possibility of a third front coming up at all?
I don't think so. You know, these are all honeymoon periods which are taking place, and things will change when the results start coming.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Badal,
Thank you.
for coming on the Rajya Sabha television. Thank you so much. So that's it on this election campaign trail with Sukhbir Badal. Goodbye and thanks for your time.